EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
That was a solid performance. Last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
And incomplete to open things up.
Broken up that time by Joey Porter Jr. You look at this Steeler defense.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Throwing here, Purdy.
This is Jennings. They give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance. Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here's Kent to return. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. Seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone. But he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. And he will have the Steelers' 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. And the Steelers at 7-4 on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Up the middle, Johnson. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? You look at this Niner defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed. Now Penix. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches. 79 yards and a touchdown.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. They give to Johnson going right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And looking to throw, Penix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49ers offense and Brandon Ayuk getting set for this next possession. And he's putting together some kind of campaign. Currently 2nd in the NFL in touchdown receptions among wideouts. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Purdy looking to throw. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Derek Harmon. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Here's Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
And he is going to have a Niners first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They go play action here. Purdy.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jennings. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. The gun, McCaffrey. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
McCaffrey.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
The first carry here for Jordan James.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Niners are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steelers offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And the numbers will show he's been one of the most productive QBs in the league all season long, right up there among the leaders in passing yardage. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
2nd and 10. Here's Penix. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. To the air, Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Wide open receiver complete. That'll give them 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll throw with Penix. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. On the bootleg, it's Penix. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one's incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Penix to the air once more. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll go play action here with Penix. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kyle Pitts from 4 yards out.
And the Steelers have taken the lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Extra point now by Boswell. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And able to get this out to the 25. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
Ooh, the juke. There he goes, left side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. An extra point try now for Patterson.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steelers offense and Michael Penix set to take over once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go to Johnson again. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
But give up the middle to Johnson.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here's 3rd and 3.
They're going to look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They'll set up a throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
They are going for it. Penix. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And that is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
The Niners offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Now Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Got a man, that's Ayuk. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hansen.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. It is Week 13. Things starting to get a little nervy in some circles. The home stretch starting to creep closer. Let's go to the highlights. Our look at the NFL starts now. It begins in the mile-high city of Denver. The Broncos at home to take on the Detroit Lions. And we know the Detroit offense can score. How about the defense getting it done? This a big play late in the ball game. From there, why don't we go to Cleveland? Let's check in on the Browns as they host the New York Jets. And here's the Jets wideout. 77 yards for the touchdown. The Jets win it by a field goal, 24-21 the final score.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Penix working out of the gun here. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Penix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Looking to throw, Penix. He'll find Metcalf. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Now Penix. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They run. It's Johnson. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Back to throw, Purdy. Completes it to Jennings. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Second down and 3. Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
They got completion there, but that's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards, we're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They run with McCaffrey off the option. Taken down at the 30.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
At the 30-yard line. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. Patterson's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Here's Penix. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And looking to throw, Penix. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 36. 23 yards to pick up there. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. To the air, Penix. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw with Penix. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson.
Brings up 2nd down at the 49ers 16-yard line.
2nd down and a yard. A play fake. Now Penix. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 4-point game.
49ers 17.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Purdy looking to throw. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. Now he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Johnson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 55 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can find out more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Boswell for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Connects with Kittle underneath. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 16 yards. And a 49er first down.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
That's complete to Pearsall.
And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
Purdy, big 4th down play. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It's a gain of 6. First down, San Francisco.
Now Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll do a nice job here just tries to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd down and 4.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing here, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Purdy from the gun. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Purdy sets up to throw again. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
81 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive, because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
The 42-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Johnson, he's been busy this afternoon.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Johnson. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Niners' 30-yard line.
Looks like he'll throw here. That is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance. Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here comes second down at 5. Here's Purdy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. To throw is Purdy. And he can't get a throw up. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Throwing, Purdy. That is caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, 49ers.
And they get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds to go. Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Romero. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Purdy to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30.
18 yards. First down, San Francisco.
And under 20 seconds now as the spike comes with 18 ticks remaining. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. And Purdy finds a way to move the chains. He slides to a stop, and he's got the first down.
Gain of 19 yards. First down, 49ers.
Purdy with one final shot here. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
The 49ers will line up for
one final shot. They'll look to throw. That's caught. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So it's the 49ers who will get the football first with a chance to win it here in overtime. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. First throw of overtime for Purdy.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of just.
And now we've got a review here. All challenges in overtime, of course, initiated by the replay official here in the stadium. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
They'll throw with Penix. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big 1st down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that 1st down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league, because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down. Looking to throw, Penix.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle is going to be made at the 49ers 40. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Throwing again, Penix. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hope he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the first down.
There's a 20th carry for Johnson.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 115 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. At this point now, a field goal would win it. They are in range. We'll see how they approach things on first down.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Second and 2, first down marker at the 8.
They'll hand it off now, Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And looking to throw, Penix. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And the Steelers have won the game.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody left their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for the Steelers, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.